a darle saludos.
Dímelo, mi gente, dímelo. Estamos activos un día más en MLB de Show. Estamos activos, mi gente, estamos activos. Dímelo, mi gente, estamos activos. Estamos aquí tratando de abrir las cartitas que nos faltan. Ya. Vamos a matarnos un rato en evento para calentar la vuelta. Ya hicimos un par de cambios. Cambios importantes. Cambios que cambiamos todas las cartas oro. Cambiamos todas las cartas oro ya. Ahora lo que hay que hacer, ya hubo una actualización de nuevo. Ya hubo otra actualización hoy, un update, así que creo que ya estamos ready, lo que necesitábamos estar ready. Más nada voy a decir. Ya estamos ready, lo que necesitábamos estar ready era calentar, sacar las cartas que necesitamos sacar y empezar a bregar con la vuelta para poder jugar Ranked. Ya antes de irnos ahorita hacemos el juego contra la CPU. Para salir de la vuelta y terminar todo. Muy buen pinche. Lo único es que no tira duro. Esa es la mierda que tiene ese pinche, que no tira duro.
Corbin Carroll leads off, and we're ready to roll from downtown San Diego. Late with the swing there.
Uy, sí, queda 96.
Swings and lifts one to right center. Griffey sprinting towards it. And out number one on the grab. Ceddanne Rafaela deals himself into the box.
Ey, pero está carta la.
Nice grab from his knees. The throw. Not in time.
Esta carta. Ahí el tiro va.
Teruaki saw.
Ah, ok.
At the dish with a runner on first.
El mío es el que tira suave.
Swing and a miss. He was late. Hit hard to left field.
Sata.
Pulls it down, and he makes the catch. Now to Kangkwan Galigala shuffles into the box. Lifted in the air to right. Brings it in. Hitting over. McClain.
Tenía que sacarlo y lo dejé a Sato.
Number 33, the starting pitcher for the road team. Commanding one of the most overpowering fastballs in the league.
El mío es el que no tira. El de él sí. El mío no.
Allow that pitch to work in your favor. In the air, out to left. Casey on the move towards foul ground. Brings it in. And one gone. Now we see Ceddanne Rafaela. And there's a foul. Righty sets, kicks, fire. In the air to center.
Cambio, culpa.
Rafaela makes his way to it. And two quick outs in the bottom of the first. Now at the plate, Junior Caminero.
Number 13, Junior Caminero.
On the ground to second. Mazeroski over to pick it up.
Papi, tira cabrón.
That's the inning.
No voy a decir
The
nada.
Rainier.
Tira super cabrón.
Owen Casey gets us going in this frame. Fly ball to right center. Griffey giving his all. And it's into the gap. And the go-ahead run is on base.
Salimos línea de nuevo.
Bill Mazeroski up now to face a pitcher from the World Baseball Classic Series. Misses with the first pitch. Swings and lifts one to right. And it's caught. for
Ya,
the out.
manito.
Digging in, Gio Urshela. Gunnar Henderson, the bat they decide to go with off the bench in this spot. Oh, 1 to count. Stays with it.
Tiene
Foul.
que ser alguna obligada.
Puerto Rico with a runner aboard. In the air to left center. Griffey bolting towards it. Hauls it in. Here's a diamond card at the plate. Iotia. Line drive. Base hit. Casey round second, headed for third. That puts runners at the corners with 2 away.
Buena, Casey.
Ezekiel Tovar steps up with the go-ahead run at third. Skips in. Excellent work to keep that one close. That could have easily scored a run. And no advancement on the bases. McLean delivers. 1-1 now. Swings and clubs one.
Vamos a correr.
And it ups the wall for an automatic double. And a run comes in on the play. Did anyone expect something different coming from you? Now that would be cool. Fires the first on the run. Inning in, and that stops the bleeding. Lázaro Monte, the first to hit this inning. Got him chasing butterflies without a net. Swings and he breaks his back. Sutter collects it. And one away at the second as they get the leadoff hitter. Wilder Abreu is the next to hit. Puts it on the ground to the right side. And he takes it himself to the out. Number 24 now at the plate. Doesn't get much closer than that. Fouls it off. Close game here. 1 run is the difference. Hard line. He's got it, and that'll end the inning. Soto doesn't cough any up. It was a whole lot. It's the grand finale, the 3rd inning of this 3-inning matchup. Ceddanne Rafaela leads off playing from ahead. Delivers a sweeper. Not uncommon for him to start in at bat with that pitch. Swings and lifts one to center. Uh-oh, boots it. So that's a gift.
Wow, buena.
Hiroaki Sato in the box with a runner on first. He's 0 for 1 so far today. On the ground, right side. 4, 6, 3, and they turn the double play. Hong Kong Galigala steps in. Out in front and foul. Rainier, 2 down, nobody on. On the ground, up the middle. Mate fields it clean. Out number 3 in the book.
Se la llega a robar.
Welcome back. Let's see if you can put a bow on this one. You've got him on the rope. Time to sweep the leg and get out of here with a win. Mate in the box here, lets that one go for a ball. So now we see the righty reliever out of the pen, Guillermo Zuniga. Save opportunity for him right here. Ump says no. 2-1 is the count. Calls it a ball, but man, that was good. Fouls it off. You're in the driver's seat. Got to finish strong. In the air, headed to center. Rafaela waiting for it. Hauls it in, 1 away. Here's the catcher, Kyle Teal. And gets wood to it, but foul.
Esa bola iba mala.
Righty kicks and delivers. Fly ball to center. Pulls it down, and there are 2 away. Down to the last out at Cutco Park.
Se acabó, vamos. Se acabó.
Whips it to first. Out.
Bien, caballero.
That's a wrap.
Con calmita, vamos, con calmita. Yo creo que no dio un hit así. No dio un hit, caballo. No dio un hit. Buena. Ya empezamos el día de hoy. Saúl, dímelo, Saúl. Ya tenemos a Josué de Paula. Ya tenemos a De Paula por ahí, mi gente. Ya tenemos a De Paula. Son cartas que se suman al equipo. Tenemos a Max Clark en el banco, que el año pasado empezamos con él, pero este año, pues, como ya están las cartas del clásico, quiero aprovecharlas, aprobarlas, jugarlas, usarlas hasta que se dé lo que yo quiera. Estamos activos, hoy es viernes. Suscríbase, denle like, comparta. Estamos aquí para disfrutar con ustedes, para vacilar, darle el todo por el todo. Esto es un juego, se gana y se pierde. Un día más y un día menos.
Greetings.
Un día más de MLB de Show. Un día más para que, un día menos para que salga el nuevo. Así que vamos para encima.
Corbin Carroll leads off, and we're ready to play from Coors.
The right fielder, number 7, Corbin Carroll.
Late with the swing there. Stay patient. In the air, headed to left center. Carroll retired. Sedan Rafael.
Sato por Guran. Yo cambié a Sato por Guran.
Is next to the plate.
Tengo que acordarme de eso.
Swing and a miss. He was out in front. Goes back to the slider, and it's 0-2. Pounds one deep. Headed back. It gets down. Base hit. Now around second, going for third. The relay. Safe. He beat it. Teruaki Sato steps up with the go-ahead run at third. Good discipline.
Tiene que ser bueno, papi. Obligado. No puede poner la faca.
Has a bat and ready to swing it as a pinch hitter. Oh, and this one gets away. Ball and a strike now as the runner holds. Ball and a strike. The pitch. On the ground to first. Picks it up, but it's foul. Takes the lead at third with one away. Puts it on the ground to first. And foul ball. 1-2. The pitch. The heater misses for a ball. Fly ball to the gap. Ramirez giving his all. Rafael tags up. The tying run scores here in the third, and it's a brand new ball game in the final frame. Galinko out. Comes to the plate with a lead thanks to Gunnar Henderson. Swings and lifts one to right. Brings it in. That's out number 3.
Ya yo lo terminé.
Jesus Mate leads us off. That's a base hit. So a runner aboard to start the inning. Corbin Carroll deals himself into the box. Misses the plate with pitch number 1. Here comes the pitch, and the runner breaks from first. Ball in the dirt, and he gets away. And the runner moves up. Mate leads off second with nobody out. Misses the plate with the fastball. Here's the pitch, and the runner goes again. Saving for the base. Ranger with a runner in scoring position. Fouls it with 2 strikes. Not done yet. Carroll waits. Way inside. Gets out of the way. That ball's foul. After an intense 9-pitch duel, it's ball 4 and a well-earned walk. Josue De Paula at the dish with runners at the corner. And set. Stolen base. Cleared the hips early. And the righty sets, kicks, fight. Someone get him a compass. Lifted in the air to right. Carroll moves under it. Mate tags from third. A big run scores on the back fly. It's 1-1. Lucas Ramirez ready to go with a go-ahead run in scoring position. A card for the World Baseball Classic Series on the mound and at the plate. The righty kicks and delivers. Oh, trouble with the fastball, and he gets away from it. Not going. Count moves to 1-1. Here's the 1-1. Ramirez hammers one foul. The 1-2. Puts it on the ground to short. Tags the runner.
Yeah, on the tag. Got him.
Michael Arroyo at the dish with a runner on first. Looks like knee swing. The kick of the pitch. Runner goes. We'll do it again. Righty sets, kicks, fight. Hits the fastball, but off target. That's hammer. Pure power on a perfect swing. Pitch it goodbye. It's not coming back. A no-doubt flat. And they take the lead. Alec Thomas digs in at the plate after the two-run homer. Puerto Rico dip into their bullpen and hand the ball to Clay Buchholz. He's into the game with the bases empty. Hit hard on the ground to first. He'll do it himself, and that's the inning. We've wrapped up the first. 2 innings remain. Just like that. Owen Casey comes to the plate looking for success against this pitcher from the spring breakout series. Swings and lifts one to left. Jake Paula bolting towards it. Bill Mazeroski shuffles to the plate. Gets him to chase. Swung on and lifted to right. Ramirez galloping towards it. Makes the grab. Next to the plate in this 3-inning game, Gio Urshela. Mate sends it to first. Easy out, and that is it. That was. Welcome back to Coors Field. Darryl Hernandez ready now to face Clay Buchholz. Ground ball to first. Galigo out. Steps on the bag at first for the out. Getting ready to hit Spencer Horwitz. Opens with a strike. Bashes one deep. Rafaela on the move to the gap. Rafaela against the wall. And he'll pull into second safely. A Tops Now series member steps in the box. Carter Jensen. Hits it on the ground to the right side. Takes it himself and records the second out of the inning. Jesus Mate comes to the plate as a parallel two-car. Into center field, that falls for a hit. Runner from third comes across. It's 4-1, and they pick up their second hit of the inning. Corbin Carroll next to hit after the RBI single. Here comes the pitch. Runner breaks for second. Save. That's an easy stolen base. Runner goes again. Hits it foul. Runner goes again. Fouls off the cutter to stay alive. The Rangers lead it by 3. And a pitch out, but nothing going on. Needs a reset as he steps off the rubber. It's a pitch out, but nothing comes. The pitch to Gordon. The runner on the go again. Connects and hammers one to center. Rafaela under it. Fakes the catch. That's the third out, and now they'll get one last chance at the plate. Final frame as we approach the finish line. Trailing by 3. But it's not over until the last out is recorded. Fly ball to left. De Paula sprinting towards it. Brings it in. One away. Now the shortstop, Ezekiel Tovar. Line drive, and that's a base hit into left. So the one-out hit turns the lineup over.
Now batting for Puerto Rico, the right fielder
Corbin Carroll in the box with a...
Va a traerme un zurdo.
On first. 0 for 1, looking for a hit here.
¡Oh, qué duro!
In the dirt, and it scoots away.
Oh,
No
imagínate
advance, and that's
a
ball
Díaz
one.
con la trompeta. Imagínate a Díaz con la
Rainier,
trompeta.
runner at first.
Diablo.
Absolutely crushed. The
La
only
manito,
way
bien la
this one
madre,
is
¿viste?
coming back if someone throws it back. Corbin Carroll
Yo
sends it
pensaba
out
que
for
iba-
a home run.
Yo pensaba que
Rafaela comes to the plate now after that blast from Corbin Carroll. No bite. Swing, and that ball smashed on the line.
Vamos a correr que esto es doble, caballo.
It falls. Sight set on second. Around first, digging for two. In safely, it's a double and his second hit. Gunnar Henderson ready to go with the tying run in scoring position. These moments separate average players from playmakers. And you're firmly in that second
Era
category.
palo.
Y clock.
Era palo. Dímelo, Lebron, que es la que hay, papi.
Throws over, back to second safely.
Era palo,
Nearly got
pobre.
caught in between it. Finish line is close, and still everything to play for. One
Aquí
more.
jugando tú sabes.
No, papi, así que es, mi pana. Hay que disfrutar del juego.
Throw to second, and they all
Eso es evento o ranked.
No, este es evento
the
calentando.
Rangers have allowed a pair of runs to score this frame.
No.
Tried to hold up,
Bien.
and it's ruled the ball. Hit on the ground to second. Arroyo over to first. In there, he's safe. And with that hit, they're up to 4 in the inning.
Ya, manito, no sé qué hacer.
Juan Galigala steps up with the tying run at third. The Rangers make a change on the mound as they turn to Camilo Novak. He'll try to lock down the game and pick up the save. Trying for a squeeze. The underhand flip. That's a great play for the out. But one run scores, and this game is all tied up. Owen Casey ready to go with the go-ahead run at
Vamos a
second.
correr,
He's 0 for
caballo,
1
vamos a
after
correr.
flying out this first at bat. And that's a fair ball. And they jump ahead in the final frame. Hold up,
Vamos a
it's
correr.
already the final
Y
frame.
no. Ah, le di
Swings.
mal.
It's a ground ball to
Le
short.
di mal a la bola, le di malísimo.
Out number 3 in the book. And they'll head
Le di
back.
malísimo a la bola.
Final inning, and we're back. It comes down to these swings. I like your chances. You're out in front. Finish this off, and you can start yelling, "Show me the stub!" Abner Uribe, the new pitcher, looking to close it out as smooth as possible. Gabe Paula hitting lead off, and he looks at ball one. Put that in your juice box. Hee-haw. Keeps it going. And the pitch. Still alive at the plate. Another 1-2. Strike three. A huge pitch. And now just 2 outs to go. So here's the cleanup hitter, Lucas Ramirez. Can't connect with a breaking ball that missed the zone. Swung on and lifted the
Dejado,
left side.
caballo.
Casey on the move.
Coño, perdiendo 4-1.
Makes the grab, and there's 2 out. 1 out to go at Coors Field. On a line.
Se acabó.
And
¡Vamos!
he closed it out.
¡Vamos! Perdiendo 4-1. Perdiendo 4-1, papi.
The Rangers come
¡Vamos!
up short in this 3-inning
Ranque
affair.
ahorita, voy a jugar
Keep
ranque ahorita, ya
grinding.
mismo.
Get them next time. So that-
Yo empecé a jugar, este es mi segundo juego, papi. Vamos. Y tengo que perder. La mierda es que yo tengo que perder el juego. Yo tengo que perder para poder hacer el cambio, porque lo puedo hacer. Pero si pierdo, pues pierdo, tengo que empezar de cero. Tengo que perder obligado. Vamos a ver, vamos a ver. Estamos activos. ¿Y tú qué estás jugando? ¿Arranque o qué?
Ranked.
Ok.
Hola. Nice to have you along.
Yo voy a arranque, pero no ahora, voy con calmita. Ya llevo 2 y 2. Llevo 2 y 2 y lo que perdió por una carrera. Una 5-4 y la otra 7-6. Tengo que apagar la música, mi gente. Acuérdenme de apagar la música, de verdad. Se me olvida y me van a cantar copyright porque estos cabrones de YouTube, o no copyright, pero me cantan derechos de autor. Si son música, depende de la música que sea, ellos te cantan copyright o te cantan derechos de autor. Depende.
Number 75, Connor Griffin.
First pitch is a strike. Now let's see if this game follows your script or decides to surprise us both. Tough crowd. It's 2-1.
Ball.
And fouled away. McLean delivers. Goes with the single. Gone to it 3 times in this matchup. Swung on and lifted to right center. Rafaela makes his way through it. That's the catch. And now 1 away. Digging in, Bo Kyung-moon. Catches the zone with the first pitch. The sweeper misses for a ball.
Foul ball.
McLean ready indeed. Eluded and hesitated,
that's the ball.
but that was close. Staying alive. Cowboy Ohtani saddles up. Ground ball up the middle, and that's into center for a base hit. Charlie Condon at the dish with a runner on first. Fouls it off. Got him, swinging it goes. Changeup misses for a ball. Strike 3. You didn't give an inch in that at bat. Colt Emerson is next to the plate. Swing, it's a ground ball to second. Mazeroski handles the champ. McLean. Corbin Carroll leads us off.
Wood.
0-1 on the way. A strikeout for the spring breakout member. Here's the center fielder, Sedan Rafaela. The pitch. Gets Wood on it. Here comes the pitch. Blows the high heat past him. That's a strikeout. Teruaki Sato, freshly dealt to the plate. Gunnar Henderson, the pitch hitter now. And I think they're looking for a 2-out spark here with the bases empty. That one's on the house. Goes back to the sinker. Goes fishing after the cutter, but misses.
Estaba primero tirando ahora adentro. Pero ya sé que voy a tirar mucho fuera.
Fouls it with 2 strikes. Got it. And he strikes out the side to start the game. Impressive. Stay tuned.
Ya saben. Sin que el alto corre el pegado. Sin que el alto corre el pegado. Va a esperar ahora la bola pegada.
Jackson Churio, ready to start this inning.
The center fielder, number 1, Jackson Churio.
Opens with a strike. That one had strike written all over it, but it's a ball. Sitting on the change, Churio delivers a base hit single.
Yo estoy loco por esa carta de Churio.
Anthony up now to follow the leadoff hit from Jackson Churio.
Play.
Pain. That doesn't catch the zone. Calls it a ball, but man, that looked good. That's the ticket. Delivers a fastball, but it misses the plate. First up for him, and it's a strikeout. Rangel Rodriguez struck to the plate with boosted attributes as a parallel 3 card. First pitch misses.
Out.
That was Phil. In the air, out to center. Rafaela with an easy look. Hauls it in.
Ya tú sabes, caballo.
Lucas Ramirez shuffles into the box.
Lucas Ramirez.
That was nasty. Just
That's
off.
inside. That's a ball.
You confused him there. Delivers a sweeper, but it misses the plate. Fly ball to center.
Bien. Una entrada contigo, papi. Vamos. Una entrada y ya, papi. Vamos para encima.
They strand the go-ahead
La
run.
bola a él.
Don't go
Yo
away.
tengo un derecho. Él no va a tirar el coro el pegado online.
Conquan Galigala, ready to go.
Pásale swing de una, rápido.
Hooking foul. Perfect contact, and this ball is
Cógela.
good. No chance of
Por cambiarme la jugada,
This
caballo.
one's long gone. Now
El bruto me la
that's a
cambió.
fly switch.
Él me estaba dominando con el coro ahí. Me la cambió.
You know how they
Él me
say
estaba
don't let the
dominando con el
moment
coro.
pass you by? You did. Casey in the box. Comes up empty with a swing there. Pair of sinkers to start the at-bat, and it's 0-2. Now that's not like you. The controller must have slipped out of your hand. The next batter representing the second half Euro Series, Bill Nazarowski. Not a strike.
Ball.
That's a foul ball. Close game here in Diamond Dynasty.
Dale,
Swings
di
and
mal.
lifts one to center.
Baja el PCI mucho, baja el PCI
Churio
mucho.
brings it in. So up next to the dish, Gio or Shella? Foul ball on the ground. 0-1, fire. Hit on the ground to third. Throws across the diamond, and that extends the inning. Pile 2 bats here in the second. Byron Buxton enters.
Le llegué cómodo.
The Angels dip into their bullpen and hand the ball to Jose Alvarado. Will do his best to keep this a one-run game. Fouled away. Here comes the pitch, and there goes the runner from first. Swing and a pop up. Condit glamping under it.
Te lo juro que me la acabo de creer.
Squeezes it. That does it for this frame, but time is running out. They'll grab their bats and helmets with one last chance to rally back in this one.
Te lo juro que la vi completa, mi gente. Le solté. Tenía que subir el PCI.
Final inning, and we're back. It comes down to these swings. But I like your chance. You're playing from ahead, and just one job left. Finished there. Swung on and lifted to second. Hauls it in, one away. Getting ready to hit, Hunter Griffin. Sir Anthony Dominguez in the game to pitch, and they're going with a gold card on the mound. And he's on to try to lock this thing up. Griffin batting for the second time, and that's strike one. A firm no from the umpire. Not good. Puts it on the ground to third. Henderson over to first, and there's two down. Now at the plate, Bo Kyung-moo. 1-for-1 with a single so far. That one no ideas of being a strike.
Vamos, caballo.
If we're grading on effort, that's a strike.
Dos perfect, papi. Que la bola no caiga ahí en la zona.
Inching closer to the high five line. And that one is inside. Ball four. That's a walk. The line keeps moving here in the last inning. Charlie Condit in the box with a runner on first. Oh, that ball is slow. No doubt about this one. A perfect swing and a perfect result. That ball is out of here. A game-changing moment. Emerson catches a piece. The pitch to Emerson. In the air, headed to center. Brings it in. That's the third out. And now we're back and to the final moment. Playing from behind. But I've got faith you can turn this around. Swing and a ball popped up. Makes the catch. One down. Corbin Carroll is next to hit. 0-for-1. Struck out swinging his last time up. Swing. Puts it on the ground to the right side. Steps on the bag at first for the out. The batter now, Sedan Rafaela. Swings and lifts one to right center. Ramirez sprinting towards it. Out, and that ends.
Buen juego, buen juego. Los perfectos no funcionaron de nada. Tiré perfecto para que fueran bolas. Ahí fue que se jodió el juego. Será Anthony Domínguez. Está bien, vamos a romper el equipo, mi gente. Vamos a hacer un equipo nuevo para sacar las cartas que ya terminamos y poner las cartas que nos faltan. Esa es la que queremos ahora. Vamos para allá. Mira, ya terminamos Urchela. Así que a este ya lo terminamos. Necesitamos a Gunan. A este ya lo terminamos. Necesitamos a Jack Gaglione. A Tele. A Tele, que no quiero que bate con él, ¿verdad? Pero terminamos a este, también lo terminamos. Dame a este. Y aquí dame a este. Ahora, a este lo terminamos. Dame a Max. Déjame ver. Déjame ver. Sí, dame a Max. Porque a Max lo puedo traer por cualquiera. Y a este lo vamos a cambiar por este. Y a Byron. Ya esto lo terminamos. Ya este lo terminamos. Me falta este. Tengo mucha primera base, pero vente tú como segunda, que te necesito. Vilma Cerros, que lo voy a cambiar por ti ahorita. Tengo muchos zurdos, tengo más que 3 derechos. Tengo que terminar a John Juli, pero John Juli creo que son como 4 hits que tengo que... 5 hits yo creo. Ya, manito, no puedo hacerlo así. Está bien así. 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 Y los pitchers, creo que ya terminé. A Polskin es el que yo no he terminado, papi. Yo no he podido pichar con Polskin, pero lo voy a sacar de aquí. Voy a poner a Hernández. He ganado más con este que con Polskin, que no sé por qué Polskin está a 85. Todavía eso que no lo entiendo, pero... Coño, Domínguez siempre me le dan para la calle, mano. Creo que así se va a quedar. No, voy a chequear a ver qué me falta. Antes de darle ready. Porque creo que ya me falta poquito y ya vamos a brincar para allá. Falta este. Está bien, eso yo lo hago ahorita. Con Polskin es que yo quiero chequear aquí. Con Jack Gaglione. Tito on base. Yo creo que yo voy a llegar con Lee. Con Lee yo llego. Este yo lo hago rápido. necesito este RP obligado. Este es el que voy a poner. ¿Qué tengo que hacer con este RP? Tirar 3 innings. Y con este, ¿qué era? Hacer 2 extra bases. Ya está. Ya los tenemos. Vamos a buscar ese RP. Que ese es el que me falta. Nicaragua. Mason Miller ya yo lo terminé. Vente tú, papi. Mason Miller ya yo lo terminé hace rato. A Mason Miller yo lo terminé hace rato. Hace rato que terminé a Mason Miller. Y voy a pinchar con el corrido de una. Son 3 innings nada más que tengo que tirar con él. Eso en línea con John Juli. No, no es John Juli, ahora el primer bate. Creo que ahora el primer bate es... ¿Quién es el Rayfield? Ah, John Juli. John Juli es el primer bate. Ya, me tocó con este tipo de nuevo. Hernández. Me tocó con Hernández de nuevo. Tengo que tirar por lo menos 2 innings con este, ¿no? Ahorita me falta más que uno. Lo descanso 2 juegos, 1 juego y lo tiro en RP. Miren, acuérdenme que tengo que apagar la música, por favor. Ya. Está picando. Tengo problemas con el chat.
Travis Bazzana in the box, and here we go.
The second baseman, number 37, Travis Bazzana.
And there's a hit. So a runner aboard to start the inning. Here's Jackson Churio stepping into the box. First pitch, and the runner takes off.
Ball.
And that's a stolen base, not even close. Changeup misses the zone. A thundering shot. Wow, that was perfect. The swing, the contact, and the result. You can't do it any better than that. And they take the lead. Jack Caglione digs in at the plate after the 2-run homer. That'll be foul. Puerto Rico have allowed a pair of runs to score this frame. Out of the zone.
That's the ball.
That's strike 2, and a pitch that you can't throw again here. Stays in the fight. Caglione waits. In the air, out to center. Lee on his way over. Holds it in. So here's the cleanup hitter, Hyun-Min Ahn. That's not a bad pitch.
That's a ball.
Goes back to the sinker. DeVries handles it. 2 gone here. Now at the plate, Teruaki Sato. And that's a base hit. And that makes it 3 hits in this inning for this offense. So he gets on base and keeps it going. Jesus Mate at the dish with a runner on first. Pounds one deep. Watch this one go. Out of here for a home run. Wasted absolutely no time in that at bat. Swinging at the first pitch. You can't draw it up any better. A runner stands in now and watches strike one. Throw, but the line drive is off. Great work. The Dragons score 4. Jung-Hoo Lee, ready to go.
Hitter tonight, the center fielder, number 22, Jung-Hoo Lee.
Fly ball to center. Child's play, not the Chucky kind. And now it's Sedan Rafaela. Foul ball.
Es increíble que eso no haya picado.
And the righty kicks and delivers. Swings, it's a ground ball to third. Over to first. Rafaela retired. Here's Gunnar Henderson. He's got it, and that's out number 3. So welcome back. 4 runs separating these two teams at the moment. Robbie Perkins leads us off. Swings, and it's ripped up the middle. Base hit. Perkins going for second. And 1 pitch into the inning, it's a leadoff double. Dante Nori steps up with a chance to score the runner from second. In the air, out to left center. Lee on the move to the right. Long run, tracks it down. Digging in, Travis Bazzana singled and stole a base first time up. And fights it off.
Foul.
The Dominican Republic up by 4. Swung on and driven deep. Did he get it? I think so. Goodbye, home run. And that makes it 3 home runs in the game for this squad. Jackson Churia up with the bases empty after the homer from the World Baseball Classic Series. The pitch to Jackson. Starts with a pair of sinkers. Dive and a stop at first. Underhand. And it beats him. What a play. Jack Caglione steps up as a parallel 3 call. Came up empty first time up. 0 for 1. Ground ball to second. Rafaela.
Aunque perdiera el juego.
Out number 3. They scored.
Vamos por encima.
Leo DeVries hits leadoff this spring. A spring breakout series card on the mound and at the plate. Never want to swing at that. Fastball doesn't catch the zone. Hit hard to second. DeVries retired at first. Stepping in, Spencer Horwitz. Fouled away. The 0-1 now. A swing and a soft line. That one looks like trouble. Next to the plate, Alfredo Despaigne. 0-1 to start. And that one almost got it. Pitcher with the advantage now at 1-2. Your cape is still spotless. Ignore that one. Next to the plate in this 3-inning game, Kyle Teal. Well, that wasn't very nice. Teal fouled away. Runner at first with 2 gone. Basura pitch.
Basura pitch.
That was perfect destruction. Did you hear the sound that made? Missed that ball goodbye. So now it's just a 4.
Yo lo estoy jugando solamente por abrir esas cartas que me faltan.
Game. Trace Thompson gets a chance to keep chipping away at the deficit following the home run. That's a foul ball. Puerto Rico, 2 down, nobody on. Hauls it in for the out. They score. Welcome back to this quick game. Hyun-Min Ahn gets us going in this frame. Hitless in his first trip to the plate. Tommy King takes the hill to start the 3rd inning of play. Teal moves under this one. And it's caught for the out. Teruaki Sato freshly dealt to the plate. Swung on and lifted to right. Thompson on the move. Hauls it in, and there's 2 away. Stepping in is the switch hitting shortstop, Jesus Mate. Already has a homer to his name today as his first at bat resulted in that 2-run blast. Into the outfield, base hit. And that keeps the inning alive. Now coming to the plate in the final frame, Jonathan Aranda. Runner on the move.
That missed. That's the ball.
Safe. That's an easy stolen base. Here's the pitch. Swing and a ball lined out towards center. Brings it in. Out number 3 in the book. They'll head back to the dugout and get ready for their most important. Here we go. The final swings of the game. Trailing by 4. Now's the time when legends are made. Powers one team.
Vamos doble. Es esta base contigo, papi. Vamos doble. Vamos, Pele.
Jung-Hoo Lee ready to swing it for the runner on second. And that goes foul. Swung on and lifted to second. Churio camping under it. Brings it in. And 1 away. But he won't try for third. Staying put with 1 out. Sedan Rafaela deals himself into the box. Grounded to third his first time up. Corbin Carroll comes in as the pinch runner. This is the zone with the first pitch. In the air, out to right. On, sprinting towards it. Carroll tags up.
Yes, okay.
And moves up to third. Now 2 away. In the box, Gunnar Henderson. Corbin Carroll in a spot to be driven home. Churio galloping towards it. Out, and the game is over.
O sí da hit, pero no ha dado doble. Esto sí está cabrón. Voy a sacarlo porque quiero pisar con el mismo pitcher. Oh, no, voy a esperar que descanse. Porque tengo la opción de esperar que descanse, picharle un inning más y sacarlo. Esa es mi mentalidad. Voy a dejar que descanse este juego. Para el otro lo saco. Es la manera más fácil de yo poder moverme. Dios quiere y me toque visitante para poder batear primero con John Juli. Son 3. Tengo que dar 3 hits con John Juli o base por bola. Es todo. Y puse a Roditele el último bate. Supone que Roditele no estuviera el último bate. Pero...
Jung-Hoo Lee leads off, and we're ready to play from Coors. Swings, puts it on the ground to second. Tossed to Naylor for the out. So up next to the dish, Ceddanne Rafaela.
Ceddanne Rafaela.
Hits it foul. 0-1 fire. Swing and a miss. He was late. Hit on the ground to third. Henderson fields it cleanly. Slings to first in time. Here's Gunnar Henderson. Cutter generates a swing and a miss. Ground ball to the right side. The tag, and that's out number 3. Max Buck ready to roll. Fights it off. Here comes the pitch. In the air to right center. Lee settles under it. Brings it in. And now one away. Brent Rooker shuffles to the plate. Man, that was close. Did you feel that breeze? I did. The spring breakout participant records the strikeout. And here comes Gunnar Henderson. Starts the at-bat with a strike. Gets under it and pops it up. DeVries under this one. Makes the grab, and that's the inning. That's the first.
Roditele, me falta un
Leo DeVries gets us going this inning.
Un doble, un extra base.
Into the cellar for a ball. Jensen under it. Fakes the catch. That's out number 1. Next to the plate in this 3-inning game, Spencer Horwitz. And fights it off. Rainier, 1 down, bases empty. Tries to get a fastball off the plate, but can't connect. Wise choice. Keeps the lights on. No runs on the board in this one. You weren't fighting whatsoever. Swing. Puts it on the ground to the right side. Steps on the bag at first for the out. Alfredo Despaña now at the plate. Elite focus laying off that pitch. In the air, headed to right. And it's a foul ball. Here's the pitch. Ripped on the ground to short. 3rd out, and the inning is over. 6 up and 6 down. Jose Altuve hits leadoff this spring.
The second baseman, Jose Subcribete.
Lifted in the air to center.
Tengo que darle un doble más.
Lee snags it.
Tochido.
Todo chido, eso es así, papi.
Now a chance
Por
for
ahora.
Carter Jensen. Hits it foul. Here's the pitch. That one ran inside, almost got it. And a base hit laced into right.
No entiendo.
And the go-ahead run is on base. Trace Thompson at the dish with a runner on first. Swings and drills one. Still up there. It's gone. And just like that, they have the lead in the late stages. That swing changes everything. Josh Naylor digs in at the plate after the two-run homer. This one smashed down the right field line. And that will drop foul. The Rainiers have allowed a pair of runs to score this frame. Cranks one deep. Lee sprinting towards it. Automatic double as it hits the wall.
No sé qué es lo que está pasando, pero yo estoy bien embolsado en este juego.
¿Cómo que
Pounds
embolsado?
one deep. Lee bolting towards it. That's got extra bases written all over it. Runner from second crosses the plate.
Ya llegué al start.
Ah, ok, va a tocar jugar arranque, papi.
Lázaro Montes
Yo no juego
comes to
mucho,
the
¿no?
plate following the RBI double. Here
Enviciado.
pitch, and they're going with a gold card on the mound. He's going to try his best to strand that runner at second. Gloves it on the dive. Nicely done for the out. Here's a card with a 91 overall rating, Max Plus. Starts the at-bat with a ball. Line drive, sliced the other way. That's the base hit. In to score is the runner from third. And they lead by four. And now
Yo con la carta que tengo estoy bateando bien, me voy de 2 de 4 de 34 todito, entonces si cambio la carta di que por nueva no bateo.
Ah, no batea, seguro, porque ya está acostumbrado.
that was filthy. Here's the pitch. Runner is off again. Fastball.
Porque te acostumbras, papi. Eso pasó así.
Welcome to the end of the line. Down by 4. But it's not over until that one lady starts singing.
Y la vuelta con el paralelo también, que tú puedes subir esa carta.
This one is very well struck. Going back and gone. A home run. It's late, and now it's just a 3-run game. Trace Thompson cut to the plate after the leadoff home. Ground ball to the left side. Henderson over first. One away. Rowdy Tillett is now at the plate. Fly ball to left.
Ya lo mira que está por medio y la falla. Era para la calle por Rodito.
Pulls it down, and there's 2 gone. 1 out to go at Coors Field. Now a screamer into the outfield. This one is trouble. Now he turns and heads for second. And that's a 2-bagger. Sit.
Era para la calle con Roditele. Uf.
Rafaela steps up with a chance to score the runner from second. Inches from the zone, and you handled it perfectly. Runner at second with 2 down. Now in a 2-strike hole. 1 pitch away from a win. Swings and lifts
Ya,
one to right.
manito, Rafaela.
Thompson settling under
Todavía
it.
llevan un jorrón con Rafaela,
And that's
caballo.
the final out of the game.
Todavía llevan un jorrón con Rafaela. Peligroso. Ya está bien, porque ya me falta más con inning. Uno con Thompson. Dos con Thompson, uno con Tele y los otros. Pero me falta un inning con el pitcher de Nicaragua. Que ese papi lo voy a usar hasta que... Ya, hasta aquí. Un inning más. Un inning más para abrir todo lo que me falta para irme a jugar el ranque de una. Que hoy sí que sí. Hoy sí le vamos a dar duro a esto. Hoy sí le vamos a dar duro a esto. Un inning más, vamos para allá. Píchale un inning. Se pierde y se gana, mi gente. Se pierde y se gana. Estoy arriesgándome en evento para terminar todo esto. Tiene todos los diamantillos del mundo. Si no le va a pegar esto en un inning, se jodió.
In the box, and we're ready to go from Daikin
The
Park.
center fielder, number 22, Jung-Hoo Lee.
Starts with the ball.
First pitch, 1 o'clock.
Throws one in the dirt. Swings, ground ball up the middle. Base hit. So a runner aboard to start the inning. Sedan Rafaela at the dish with a runner on first. Ground ball up the middle, and that's into center for a base hit. Lead runner around second. He throws on the brakes and gets back to second. Gunnar Henderson ready to hit. A chance to score the first runner of the game. He can't sweep the pitch behind the plate. Runners stay put. Trusted your read. Puerto Rico with runners at first and second. Kickoff attempt. Safe at second, and he gets back in. Line to left.
¡Ah, fue!
Pulls it
¡Ah!
down, and he makes the catch. But he won't try for third. Staying
Ya,
put with one out.
manito.
Next up here in the first, Leo Jabri.
No puedo hacerlo con ninguna, papi. No he bateado con ninguna.
Swings and lifts one to center. Griffey moves under it. Squeezes it. And he won't go for third. Stays put at second with 2 away.
That is fair.
So
The
up
first
next to the
baseman,
dish, Spencer Horwitz. Swings, it's a ground ball to second. Horwitz retired at first. McClain wraps it up without allowing any runs to score.
La línea de una era doble, papi. De una. Y cuidado, porque está ese hoyo para allá, se esconde la bola. Tripletazo.
Duque Hebert on the hill to start the bottom of the first. Sometimes the best moments come from proving people wrong. Let the other team focus on the overall rating of the card, not you. Bobby
Leading
Wick
off
Jr.
here, the
leads us
top
off.
hitter, The designated hitter, number 7, Bobby Wick Jr.
He's just guessing. Out of the zone for a ball. Kicks and delivers. That's in the dirt. Misses the plate with the fastball. Popped up to right. Rafaela gets there. He's under it. Brings it in. And there's one down. Now at the plate, Sedan Rafaela. Puts it on the ground to third. Henderson.
Vamos, un out más, se acaba el inning, vamos. Un out más.
Jacob Wilson freshly dealt to the plate. First pitch of the ball.
Bate igualito.
And fouls that off.
Bate igual a la vida real. Igualito.
La cabrita.
In the air, out to right center. And it gets down.
Ya, manito, quien yo
That
le
keeps the inning alive.
Bate,
Batting fourth, the first baseman.
Jack Caglione in the box with a runner on first. Ground ball to second. Rafaela flips it underhand. That's a nice play to end the inning. The Rainiers wrap up the inning without allowing any runs. Good to have you with us here at Tyken Park. Alfredo de Español, ready to go. On the ground, right side. Arias collects it. One down in the second. Here's the catcher, Kyle Teal. That's a strike to start this AB. Puts it on the ground to second. Arias handles it. 2 away. Trace Thompson up next to the dish.
Trace Thompson.
Not biting. Hit on the ground to the left side. That ends the frame. Top half of the second is complete. Stay tuned.
Yo no te sé, no soy mucho la bola mala, se supone que no. Demasiado.
Good to have you with us. We're in sunny Houston with more Diamond Dynasty action. Max Clark is lead off this inning. Fouls it off. Close game here in Diamond Dynasty. And that's a foul ball. Oh, 2 on the way. And the leadoff batter goes down with a strike. Franklin Arias shuffles to the plate. Got him in a blender. Sends it foul. Pass. 1 down. Bases empty. Fly ball center field. Lee under this one. Fakes the catch. Next to the plate in this 3-inning game, Ken Griffey Jr. This is the target.
That missed.
Junior waits. Hit on the ground to first. Horwitz over to pick it up. He takes care of it himself, and that does it for the inning. Down in order they go, and we're still tied up. Welcome back to this 3-inning game, and guess what? We're in the 3rd inning. Rowdy Tellez bats first this inning, so now we see the righty reliever out of the pen, Mason Miller. He comes into this game in a huge spot. Swings, it's a ground ball to the right side. Tosses to first. Tellez grounds out. Jung-Hoo Lee deals himself into the box. Ground ball up the middle, and it squirts through for a base hit.
Acabamos de terminar a John Julio.
Cedar Rafaela at the dish with a runner on first. Great jump. There goes the runner.
That's the ball. That's inside.
Big moment here, and out! A massive play in this game. Here's the pitch. 1-1 the count. Misses with the changeup. Lifted in the air to right. Makes the catch. Inning over. That wraps up the top of the third. Back in a flat.
Le di muy bien a la bola, de verdad.
Kyle Teal hits leadoff this spring.
The catcher number 3, Kyle Teal.
Tommy King, the new pitcher here in the bottom half of the third. He comes into this game in a critical spot. Teal at the plate as he swings through strike one. Went with the change, but misses. That one ran inside, almost got it. Stays in the fight. Keeps the lights on. The pitch to Teal. First up for him, and it's a strikeout.
Batting ninth, the third baseman.
Here's the third baseman, Darrell Hernandez. And catches a piece. The 0-1. Fouled away. Here's the pitch. Swung on, hit hard to center. Lee with an easy look. Two straight set down to begin the bottom of the third. Bobby Witt Jr., the next card off the deck. He's 0 for 1 so far today. Fouled off left side. Fast play, but a slowed end. One pitch away from extras. And we'll do it again. And the pitch. Two-strike fastball is fouled off. The 0-2 now. Oh, a diving stop. And he can't hang on to the throw to first. Cedar Rafaela steps in. Witt Jr. takes off for second.
That's the ball.
No throw. He's in there safe. Once again, runner on the go.
Yeah!
And he steals without a throw. Cats with the runner aboard. He dodges the fastball. Play hold. In the game to pitch, and they're going with a gold card on the mound. Little room for error with a runner on third.
Foul ball.
The 2-2. Hard hit down the line and left. And it's a foul ball. 2-2. Here comes. Into center field. That falls for a hit. Game over. I'm not even going to read the final stat. Let's just pretend that Howell went out right before all that.
Es parte de. Muy buen juego, de verdad. Muy, muy buen juego. Déjame un momento que ya terminé ya terminé uno más. Ya terminé uno más. Voy a hacer cambios ahora. Ya terminé dos. Jack Gaglionen y termine el pitcher. El pitcher este también lo terminé. Me falta un extra base, me faltan dos extra bases y terminamos por todo. Ah, y dos extra bases. Y terminamos por todo. Si no lo hago aquí, lo voy a hacer en otro lado, pero lo voy a hacer. Así que ya me falta menos. No. Ah, que yo hice. No cambié el primer bate. No cambié el primer bate. Sin querer. No cambié el primer bate. Voy a tener que poner... Voy a poner a un Henderson primer bate. Para tratar de coger picheo rápido. O dos picheos por juego. A ver si podemos terminarlo. Son dos extra bases nada más. Con dos extra bases yo la hago. Es todo. Le puse Jack Gaglionen. No, era Gunnar Henderson. Era Gunnar Henderson, no era Jack Gaglionen. Lo que pasa es que si lo pongo primer bate, en su mayoría de las veces puedo coger 2 turnos o 3 turnos.
Jack Gaglionen ready to go, and we're off to the races. There's the first pitch of the game, and here we go from Yankee Stadium. Swing and a liner to right. Reaches, but can't make the grab. So a runner aboard to start the inning. Ceddanne Rafaela in the box with a runner on first. Swung on and lifted to second. Crow Armstrong drifting back. Hauls it in for the out. Here's Gunnar Henderson. And it gets swallowed up with a bag himself for an inning-ending double play. Scheme. Lucas Ramirez, ready to go.
The left fielder, number 24, Lucas Subcribete.
Fly ball, right center field. Thompson on his way over, fakes the catch. One away. And here comes Gunnar Henderson. Rope, but the line drive is caught. Great work. Digging in, Harry Ford. In the air, out to center. Thompson trying to get to it. Pulls it down, and he makes the catch. Out number. Leo DeVries bats first this inning. This is smacked left field line, and that's a foul ball. Tight matchup here in DD. Swing and a ball popped up. Her name brings it in. So up next to the dish, Spencer Horwitz. Misses the zone with the first pitch. In the air to right center. Puts it away to the out. Alfredo Despaigne wheels himself into the box. And that one's foul. Rainier, 2 down, nobody on. right on the screw.
No.
Running out of
¡eso!
room.
Ya, manito.
And that's out number 3. A fast inning in the book. Hyun-Min Ahn leads us off, presenting a card rated 92 overall. Got him swinging at air.
El extra base que me hacía falta. No lo vi.
Hit on the screws, but the glove wins. What a snap. Next to the plate in this 3-inning game, Ceddanne Rafaela. Swing and a ball lined left field. And that's down, a base hit. And the go-ahead run is on base. Now the third baseman, Darryl Hernandez. Big jump for the runner. Trying to sneak one by Teal. That's saved. Stolen base. McLean ready and deep. And there's a hit. Rafaela around third. He scores and they have the lead. Charlie Condon strolled to the dish with a lead now, thanks to that important swing we just saw. Line drive, sliced the other way, that's the base hit. Throw comes in quickly as the lead runner at third gets the stop sign. Ethan Holiday at the dish with runners at the corner. Well hit, and this should bring in the runner from third. Hernandez tagging up. DeVries with a relay throw. He's in on the sacrifice fly. And now it's a 2-run game. The righty sets, kicks, fires. Skips up some dust. Ball and a strike now as the runner holds. The 1-1. Missed it by a hair. Swing, puts it on the ground to the right side. That's the third out, and now they'll get one last chance.
Podía pisar.
Final frame. Last chance to dance, my friend. Trailing by 2, but a rally away from a win in Time and Dynasty. Swings and lifts one to left. Ramirez makes the catch. Trace Thompson is now at the plate. Misses the pitch from Skeen. In the air to right. On with an easy look.
Easy out todo el tiempo, papá.
All day long, he's bitty bomb. Down to the final out at Yankee Stadium. Ground ball back to the mound. Flips it underhand, and they close the hook on this one.
Hasta el palo que di, man. Hasta el palo que di fue easy out. Ya, manito. El power también, como es carta oro. Como es carta oro, la bola no sale. Como es carta oro, la bola no sale por nada, mi gente. Es un dolor de cabeza que la bola se vaya. Un dolor de cabeza, pero un dolor de cabeza a niveles catastróficos, mi gente. Siempre se me olvida lo de la música, tengo que
Takes
sacarlo.
his place and it's game on. Popped up to right center. Brings it in. One away. Bernie Williams up next to the dish. Throwing bubbles for strikes. Pedal to the metal. We'll do it again.
Buen palo.
Fly ball, right center field. Caglione making his way towards it. Squeezes it. Now a chance for Jonathan Aranda.
That's foul.
The wind and the pitch. On the ground to first. He'll do it himself, and that's the inning. Hernandez. Jack Caglione leads off the bottom of the first.
The right fielder, number 14, Jack Caglione.
Early bird gets the strike. Swings, puts one on the ground to first. And he takes it himself for the out. Sedan Rafaela digs in.
Yeehaw!
The pitch. The count is 0-2. On the ground to Bobby Witt Jr. And now 2 away. Now at the plate, Gunnar Henderson.
Third baseman, Gunnar Henderson.
Base hit. That keeps the inning going.
Batting fourth, the shortstop,
Leo DeVries in the box with a runner on first. Swings, it's a ground ball up the middle. It's through for a hit. And they pick up their second hit of the inning. And now it's Spencer Horwitz. A chance to get us off the starting blocks and into the run column. And that's a base hit. Henderson around third. Slides his hand in there, safe. Alfredo Despaigne next to hit after the RBI single. And that's sent foul. Puerto Rico, 2 on, 2 out. Skips in. Excellent work to keep that one close. That could have easily scored a run. Runners stay put, avoiding risk. 1 pitch away from exhaling. Keeps the lights on. And the pitch. Now a screamer into the outfield.
¡Ah,
He's
cuidado!
got it, and that'll end the
Papi,
inning.
le batean súper cabrón con esta carta, papi.
The
Pero todo
Rainiers
es out.
score a run in the frame.
Papi, le he dado súper bien a la bola.
Trace
Súper
Thompson
bien.
leads off with his team playing from behind. Swing and a ball popped up.
Papi, le he dado súper bien, macho. No sé ni cómo
Thompson
explicarle. pero le he
retired.
dado súper bien, de verdad, no sé ni cómo
Now
explicarle.
the left fielder, Max Clutt.
Yo no sé ni cómo explicarle que le he dado súper bien a la bola.
Only a 1-run gap at the moment. Fast and furious. Into center field, that falls for a hit. Now representing the Negro League Series at the plate, Roy Campanella. That's a hot potato. That's
Nope,
a
ball.
stingy call. ground, the righty kicks and delivers. And the dirt but kept close. Next to the plate in this 3-inning game, Cool Papa Bell. Brings it in for the third out. They
Papi, yo le he dado súper bien, de verdad, no sé.
Back here in a one-run game. Kyle Teal, the first to hit this inning. 0-1 to start. Good take.
That's the ball low.
Patience like that wins ABs. Lifted in the air to center. Williams waiting for it. Nothing tricky about that one. So up next to the dish, Trace Thompson. Swung on and lifted to left center. Williams bolting towards it. Already 2 out here in the home half of inning number 2. Rowdy Tellez is next to the plate. Swung on and lifted to right. Thompson settling under it. Brings it in. Out number 3 in the books. And they'll head back to the... Welcome back. Last swings coming up here in this spot. It's been a fun one. It's close, but you've got the lead. So, guess it's time to hold on to your butts. The Rainiers go to their bullpen and taking the mound, Gregory Soto. Save opportunity for him right here. Weatherholt at the plate as he swings through strike 1. Yeah, not touching that. Strike 3, a huge hit, and now just 2 outs to go. Now at the plate, Gunnar Henderson. Swung on, and Gunnar drives one deep. Despagne towards the chalk. Makes the grab, and there's 2 out. Bobby Wick Jr. steps in, flied out his first time up. Line drive, and that's a base hit at the left. Bernie Williams at the dish with a runner on first. Caglione sprinting towards it, and it's a foul ball. Wind may take off in this spot. Not this time. Swing, it's a ground ball to third. And this one is over.
Me doy un poquito porque Gunan no he podido darle, le doy bien con Gunan, le doy bien con ¿cómo acuerdo el nombre del cubano? Con el cubano yo le he dado súper bien, perfect, good, todo, y es out. Le doy bien con Thompson, es out. Diablo, papi, me frustra. Es rápido, son 2 dobles y ya, se acabó todo. Es todo lo que tengo que hacer, dar 2 dobles. Y la bola se queda como si le hubiese dado una ñema. No, le doy con la maceta ahí. Pero se queda. Ya, Gabriel. Ahora sí puse a Gunan en primero.
Brian Dozier ready to go, and so is everyone else. If your first pitch is any sign, this could turn into a fun one to call. Swings and misses out in front. And this game starts with a strikeout.
Batting second, the center fielder.
Here's Jackson Churio stepping into the box. Read it and weak. Swung on in power. That one looks like trouble. Around first, heading for two. Throw to second from the outfield, but he's in there easily. Ethan Holiday ready to go with the go-ahead run in scoring position. Lights it away. Oh, 1 fight. Popped up to left center. He's got a play, makes the catch. Robbie Perkins comes to the plate here in the first. A chance to bring home Churio here. Check swing appeal, and they rule it no swing. And the pitch. That was saucy. One, two to count. Ground ball to short. DeVries handles.
Está raro. Hizo
A strand of runner in scoring position. The Rainiers get their chance on offense for the first.
Cuando rompió hizo swing.
Seth Hernandez on the hill to start the bottom of the first. Not easy facing this combination of weapons. Elite fastball and breaking stuff. Gotta find success against one of those type of pitches. Casey moves under this one. Squeezes it, and there's one down. And now it's Ceddanne Rafaela. First pitch misses the plate. Goes back to the curb.
A ver si me tira. Quiero que me tire aquí a ver si yo puedo dar.
1-2 now. Pitcher's count. Hard line.
Easy out,
Pulls it down,
caballo.
and he makes the catch. Two gone. Next to hit, Jack Caglione. Swinging first pitch, and it pays off. This one is very well struck. Going back and gone. A home run. What a sensational swing for him. Leo DeVries comes to the plate now following the solo home run. Not
That's
happy.
the ball. That's down.
On the black with 99. Line drive, slice the other way. That's the base hit. And they pick up their second hit of the inning. Spencer Horwitz in the box with a runner on first.
Ay,
Swings,
porque
it's a
le
ground
hice
ball to
esa
the right
bola
side.
mala.
To second, and it pulls the shortstop off the bat.
Porque hice esa bola mala.
Digging in, Alfredo Despaigne. And that goes foul. The righty sets, kicks, fight. Throws one in the dirt. Runner stayed put, and that's ball one. Here's the 1-1. Dozier over to pick it up. Out, and that'll keep more runs from scoring. Tough inning, but it could have been worse. Back here in a one-run game. Owen Casey, the first to hit this inning. Starts
No
with
creo
a
que haga
ball.
sorrete, de verdad, no creo que yo los haga.
Made him look a little foolish there. Goes back to the changeup. Ground ball up the middle. And a base hit. And the tying run is on base.
Batting fifth, the right fielder.
Young-Min Ahn comes to the plate as a parallel two-car. Starts the at-bat with a ball. Hit hard, and that gets through. And now it's first and second to start the inning.
Batting seventh, the designated hitter, Lucas.
Getting ready to hit, Lucas Ramirez. Puerto Rico gets into their bullpen and hand the ball to Clay Buchholz. So they'll ride with a second-half hero in this spot. Ramirez in the box now, no balls and a strike. It's a one-run game here. The pitch wanted to be a strike. Does that count? Keeps battling. On the ground. Could be two. Underhand. There's one. Relay to first. Double play. Martin McGuire up now with a runner at third with 2 outs. Might want to offer him a map. I see, just playing with your food now. What a time to get a strike.
Creo que era triple play, te lo juro.
Kyle Teal bats first as we start the bottom of the second. Jumps on the first pitch and hits this one on the sweet spot. On its way out of here. A home run. Not wasting any time settling in.
No es lo que yo quiero, porque yo no quiero batear con ellos, yo quiero batear con esto. Y se fue. Yo quiero batear con estos, no con ellos. Hay doble punto o algo así por el estilo, porque está subiendo muy rápido las cartas. La carta está subiendo muy rápido, demasiado. Ya Gaglionel ya está, vete para el carajo. Ya Gaglionel está para allá arriba. Para allá arriba a niveles, mi gente. No, ¿por qué le di?
Nolan McLean finishing his warm-up. Important to take away the edges
yo
of the
tenía que
zone.
esperar, yo no podía
Make
valer
him come to
rápido.
you.
Siempre se me olvida acordarme que cuando vaya a empezar, sacar la música antes.
Ready to roll at the plate.
Ya dejé ya Gaglionel de nuevo.
McLean starts with a changeup for a strike. I doubt anyone was expecting that would be the first pitch of the game. Good eye. Pitcher's not sneaking that past you. Goes back to the sinker. And the first batter of the game strikes out. Next to the plate, Ceddanne Rafaela. Fouled away. Righty sets, kicks, fires. Swing and a miss. He was late. The villain got lucky this time. And here comes Gunnar Henderson. Pulls the string for a strike. Ground ball up the middle, and that's into center for a base hit. Leo Javriz in the box with a runner on first. Runner on the move. Swings and lifts one to left. Fakes the catch. Inning over. McClain wraps it up. Number 21, gearing up to start the bottom of the
Leading
first.
off here tonight, the
Fast
second
game
baseman,
here,
number
so it's extra
77.
important to avoid a stressful outing. Controlled
Weatherholt.
chaos is fine, though. I mean, I like chaos.
Si te le pones atención al narrador del juego, este no habla de más y no saca el expediente de cada jugador.
No, pero de vez en cuando tiene que hacerlo, man.
Here's the pitch.
Ah, que no es como el otro, no es como el otro. Pero yo creo que lo puedes cambiar. Tiene dos tipos de narración, que son en inglés, pero hay dos.
And a base hit laced into right. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
Batting second, the left fielder,
Wilyer Abreu at the dish with a runner on first. Just swinging at the breeze. Weatherholt on at first, nobody out. Still breathing. The 0-2 now. You're in the strikeout business, and business is good. And now it's Sedan Rafaela. Powers one deep. Headed back. Out of here. Home run. That was an aggressive approach, and that's what happens when everything goes to plan. Lázaro Montes digs in at the plate after the two-run homer. Stays with it, but foul. The Rainiers have allowed a pair of runs to score this frame. Now there's a bullet down the line, and that's a foul ball. Cut on and misses. It's a strikeout. So up next to the dish, Josue De Paula. Not clean. Still manages a throw, but they get the out at first, and that'll do it for the inning. They played 2 runs in the frame. Spencer Horwitz bats first this inning.
Bien, mi amor.
0-1 the count.
Sí, toca la puerta. Dime. Ajá.
Here comes a pitch. Spit on that one. Ground ball to second. Oh, he gloves it. To his knee, the throw. Stretches for the out. That wasn't easy. Alfredo de España, fresh dealt to the plate. Doesn't connect. He was late. Swing and a miss. Got him to chase. Not going to do it. Skips up some dust. The count is full after start.
Está bien, mi amor. Gracias, mami. Te amo.
Dímelo, dímelo.
Dímelo, Zapata Consuela.
The
Dímelo,
MLB
dímelo,
0-2.
dímelo.
Mason Miller takes over on the hill. He's into the game with the bases empty. Strike 3 swinging. That one came in at 99. Next up here in the second inning, Kyle Teal. Late with the swing there.
Activo para cooperativo.
0-2 after
No,
seeing
no,
consecutive
cooperativo ahí.
fastball.
Hasta que no abra todas las
Way
cartas que me faltan.
inside. Gets out of the way. In the air, out to center. Thomas moves under this one.
Me dejó cooperativo por un rato. No jugó ni
Hauls it
ranking.
in. That ends the inning.
Más que
Miller
4 juegos de
doesn't
ranking
cough any
jugó.
up. It was a
Estoy bien
whole
acá en el
lot of
ranking.
nothing. And it remains a 2-run battle.
¿Y cómo has estado, papi?
Welcome back. It's a 2-run game. Yu Chang leads off, leading by 2.
¿Cómo te ha ido en el juego?
Puts it on the ground up the middle. Oh, great stop. From his knees, the throw. Gets up. Throws to first. In time. He stole a hit with that effort. Alec Thomas is now at the plate. And gets fouled. Palomino, one down, bases empty. That one ran inside, almost got it. Oh,
Nope, that's off the
so
plate. Ball two.
close.
That ball's foul.
Here comes the pitch.
That ball's foul.
Swing, hits a ground ball to second. Oh, a diving stop. Throws from his knee.
Papi, Rafaela,
Very
Rafaela,
nicely
yeah.
done for the out. Getting ready to hit, Sam Antonacci. That won't hurt the ego, huh? Goes
Ball
back
one.
to the forkball. Blue
Ball,
wasn't
that's
buying it.
inside.
Now,
So now we see the righty reliever out of the pen, Tommy Kahnle. Lights it away. And the pitch. Puts it on the ground to short. JaVriez. Out number 3 in the books. And they'll head back to the dugout and get ready for their most important at-bats of the game.
Otra vez, ahora que yo no he podido dar una línea con Thompson. Tengo que darle una línea con Thompson.
Trace Thompson digs in. Not all
Off the
pitches
plate,
that
ball one.
wander are lost. Doubles down on the heater. There's the gas once again. Strikes him out with 100. Rowdy Tellez up now with a power rating against righties that usually does the talking. Swing and a ball popped up. This one a mile high. Puts it away for the out. Down to the final out here at Shipett Stadium. Paglione at the plate with 2 away, swings through that one. Swings and laces one into left field. That gets down for a base hit. So a 2-out knock keeps the inning alive. Here's a card with a 92 overall rating. Ceddanne Rafaela. His first at bat resulted in a
No
strikeout.
se la saqué,
And gets
caballo.
wood to it, but fouls. A 2-run gap on the scoreboard. No balls and 2 strikes. 1 pitch away from a win. Fouls off the heater to stay alive. The Palomino up by 2 late in the game. Corbin Carroll, the pinch runner now at first.
number 7, Corbin.
Here's the pitch, and the runner goes for second. Lives to see another pitch. In there, he's safe.
Now, Scott Barlow.
Carroll, the runner at first with 2 gone. Strike 3, and that's the ball game.
Buen picheo, buen picheo. Estoy loco por terminarlo, mano. Estoy loco por terminarlo bien, cabrón.